Welcome to video number 2 from Alchemy Custom Weaponry, 1911doctor.com. One of the questions I got on m1911.org was, how do I take my Baer pistol apart without wrecking my bushing wrench? And what I finally ascertained after, responses in this thread was that the guys were taking their gun apart using one particular method. There's roughly 2 different ways you can take one of these apart with a standard recoil system. We're going to show you the way that Baer would recommend that you take the gun apart and put it back together. Ready to go, Chuck?
Yeah.
Show them what's up here. This is the recommended method.
Basically, all you're going to do is line up your disassembly notch. That's that little half moon cut right there behind the slide stop notch. Push your slide stop out. Pull it straight out. On a gun with a regular recoil rod, you want to contain that recoil spring so it doesn't take off on you. Just wrap your fingers under it as you expose it.
And that holds her in place.
Hold the frame away. You got all that package right there. You can just let it go right on your bench. Pull it out the rear. On a modern gun, all this will come out the rear because this has been reamed out. And you can push your barrel forward so your bushing's not bearing on your big end of the barrel there.
Okay, here's the major point right here.
Then you just turn your bushing till your lug is exposed.
And then here's the big one here.
Use the hammer, or use the barrel as a little tiny slap hammer and slap that bushing out. Now on a newer Baer or something, this will probably be much tighter. This gun has a few rounds through it. But you want to line that lugs up so they're perfectly in the middle. You don't want to be banging like this.
Yeah, you don't want to get them 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock because you're hitting your slide then.
Right, and you can ding up the front of your lugs. So you just use that as a little tiny slap hammer. Comes right out. Take your bushing off. Got your top end field strip.
All right, there you go.
Reassemble is in the reverse order.
Here we go. Let's reassemble this thing because this is another bone of contention, and you'll know when that time comes. It comes in the stumbling area that everyone has with the 1911 when it comes time to put it back together. And
turn your bushing back in. It's easier to do when it's not bearing on the barrel. Make sure your bushing is lined up.
It's all in the details, guys. This isn't a race.
And when you do this, just push your spring in. You want to lay your thumb right on top of that spring. Push that guide rod underneath your thumb. Hold it all right there. It's not going anywhere. Slide it right on its frame. Make sure your link is hanging down. As you slide it on, work your thumb out of the way. Pop it a few times. That makes sure the link is free. You can look through your hole here and you can see the link if it's lined up. Now don't put it in like this and do the famous half moon scratch. You just want to lay it right underneath that detent right there. Okay,
you're holding this whole thing right now with one hand.
Yep. And it's not going anywhere now once I got that through there.
Right.
The gun isn't going to come apart.
Right. And all these problems that people are having is because they think they need 3 hands to do this operation, or 5 hands, or 10 hands.
And we're working with a full 16.5-pound recoil spring here. This isn't a light recoil spring or anything. So once you get that lobe of the lug right there underneath your detent, all you have to do is push in, and you're pushing up with this thumb a little bit at the same time.
There we go. Now it's lined up.
Once it's that far, all you have to do is push it back to your cut, push it up and in the rest of the way.
Boom. Done.
Back together. Ready to go.
All right. Hope that helps some of you guys out there that are having difficulty. I probably promised some of you guys that we'd use a widget, but no widget needed for this operation. I think you'd need probably 5 to 6 hands if we had to bring in the widget. Maybe I could hold it. But
Depending on your gun and your slide stop, they may have a little different angles. Sometimes you'll have a little different angle on that lobe, and it'll make it harder to just push it into place. And you can just line it up the same way, and if it's giving you some difficulty,
here we go.
This is
Widget's coming out.
this is an incredibly useful tool.
Look out.
Widget.
2 hands, widget.
Push that in, push up at the same time, and it's in place.
There it
Nothing to
was. Nothing to it, guys. All right.
This is great because it's non-marring.
And from what I'm told on some of our forums, no longer made. So
If you can find one, lay in a supply.
there you go. All right. Hope this helps you guys. Bye.